So welcome back. In the last part we saw that how to set up your Google Analytics account by linking it to your website. I hope all of you must have linked your websites to the Google Analytics, as it is very important to proceed further. So in this part I will talk about the Google Analytics interface and the structure of Google Analytics account. So let us start with. This is the interface of Google Analytics after linking of your website with Google Analytics. You can see it shows nothing here in the form of data. Don't worry, very soon you are going to see a lot of data here, and we will talk about each and every aspect of this dashboard in very detail. But before that, it is very important to understand the structure of Google Analytics account. It becomes very essential to organize your Google account in a proper way to extract the maximum information from the Google Analytics. How Google Analytics will collect, process and present the data, it all depends on how Google Analytics account is organized. To properly understand the structure of Google Analytics account, click on Admin. The Google Analytics account has three layers, that is Account, Property and View. Under Admin tab, we have three layers of Google Analytics account. The first one is Account, the second is Property, and the third is View. Let us talk about these layers one by one. First, we have the Account. Account is at the top level in the hierarchy, and you must have at least one account to use the Google Analytics. There can be multiple accounts associated with one mail ID. But why there is a need to create more than one account? For example, I am offering consultancy services to so many organizations. In this case, I will create multiple accounts associated with various organizations with the one mail ID only. I can manage them separately from the same ID. But in the present example, we have only one account that we have just created, that is Digital MOOC. And I think one account is sufficient here for me. You can use this tab to change the settings related to your account that you set at the time of setup of the account. Click on Settings. You may change the name of your website from here if it is needed in the future, along with the other settings. Next, we have the User Management. From here, you can add more users to this account with restrictions like you can edit, collaborate, read and analyze extra. I will talk about it in the future. You may explore other options here related to your account. If you want to create a new account, click on this button, Create New. Again, the same process will start that we used at the time of account setup. Click Cancel or go back. The second layer is Property. We know what is property. A property may be your website, mobile app, or a subdomain. Under each account, there can be multiple properties that you can create. At present, we have linked only one website to our account, so it is showing me one property only that we have just created. If you want to change the settings of the property, click on Settings and you may make the modifications here like name of the property, industry categories and other things. We are not going to edit the property information, so let us go back by cancelling it. In future, if you want to access the tracking information of your property, you can just use this tab to access the tracking information like tracking code and other related information. I will talk about other settings of the property from time to time. To create a new property, click on Create Property and the process to create the new property will begin. You can create up to 50 properties under one account. As we are not going to create any new property here, let us go back. Next, we have View. For each of the property, we can define View. A view is the access point for the reports. By default, it is all web data, but we want to define the different views like one view for all the data for www.example.com, one view for only AdWord traffic to the www.example.com, and one view of only the traffic to the subdomain like www.sales.example.com of the website. We can define the new view from create a new view. How to create a new view? I will show you in a while. To understand all layers properly, let me show you my personal Google Analytics account. This is my personal analytics account which I am personally managing for consultancy services. In this account, I have 3 different accounts: demo account, my client account, and my personal account. See, under my personal account, I have so many properties. Actually, these are my various websites. For each property, we have different views defined, means what type of information I want. One view is for all website data, which is by default, and we have the another view as well. For another property, we have 2 views. Similarly, for my client account, there is one property, and this property has one view, that is all website data. Same way, my personal account is organized with one property and one view. Let us go back to our original account that I am demonstrating in this module. So this was the basic structure of Google Analytics account. Remember 3 things: account, property, and view. To start with, you need mail ID only. You can create multiple accounts, and under each account you can create multiple properties, and under each property you can create multiple views. That's all to start with Google Analytics. So in the next video I will talk about the interface of Google Analytics, so just join me.